Hello, my name is Emmanuel Amedu. You're welcome to Issues of the Moment with Pendo. On today's episode, we are looking at the Nigeria economy of today, the way Nigeria is going, and then looking at the hardship in the country. Just know that this program is like an informal program. We are just here in our own corner trying to see how we can foster development in our country. The government cannot do it alone, but they need to hear maybe some diverse opinions of people to bring them on track if anywhere they are not doing things right. So on today's episode, we are looking at the weakening Nigeria economy and the way forward. And with me today is Mr. John Okoro. He's a public affairs analyst. Mr. John, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel.
Thank you. Welcome to Pendo TV as well.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right.
In your studio. Good, great.
Thank you very much. So now, Mr. John, looking at what is happening in Nigeria today, the hardship is increasing day by day. I don't know, what do you think we are not doing right? What do you think is a way forward, concerning the present hardship Nigeria is facing today?
Honestly, the hardship that Nigeria is facing today is not a hearsay. It is real, very real. I can feel it. You can feel it. The people who are out there who are watching this program, they can also feel it. You can feel it in your pocket. You can feel it in the storeroom of your house, in your kitchen, everywhere, in your children's school fees, everywhere you can feel it. And it is unprecedented. And it's also ironical that such a country that is adduced to be the biggest economy in Africa, one of the top 10 net producers and exporters of petroleum products, could find itself in this kind of economic mess. Honestly, it's a very big problem. And if you want to look at the causes of this problem, you must put it on the doorstep of government.
All of us, Nigerians, we're all guilty of this. We all saw the central bank, brazenly, illegally violating that act year on year and kept printing money, literally. Because when you advance money that is backed by nothing, you just credit the federal government, but continue to credit the account of government with trillions. 1 trillion, people shouted, 2 trillion, 10 trillion, 15 trillion, 20 trillion. And we kept going. This particular government inherited a dead economy. From a macroeconomic point of view, this government inherited a dead economy, standing almost a dead horse but was still standing. But people didn't know it was dead.
Naira is weakening day by day. Can you buy $1 for 1,500 naira? And it's affecting everything. So what is the government doing wrong that is bringing us into this mess? I've read a comment on the social media where somebody who is living in United Arab Emirates, she said she has stayed there for 7 years, and for that 7 years, the rate of dollar to their currency there remain intact without changing. It has not changed. It has not moved.
Many times when some of these experts, like the former governor of the central bank, who is also the governor of Anambra State today, Professor Charles Soludo, when he talked about printing of money, which is economically, we call it ways and means and the rest of them, they might sound so big for an ordinary Nigerian to understand. They fall in the realm of what we call macroeconomics. But however, to make it very simple, every country has its own legal tender, or what they call your internal currency that you use. And within the territory of that country, that particular currency becomes what you use to buy and sell. You understand? By the time you want to now do international trade, you have to depend on the dollar. Why do the whole global economy depend on the dollar for international trade? Why? It's because of the stability of the American economy. So, like they say, you can take the American economy to the bank, you could go and sleep and know that if you wake up tomorrow, the economy will be as strong as ever. Now, going straight to our question, why the exchange rate between the dollar and the naira continues to be, the disparity, the gap continues to widen every day, is simply because our internal economy is very, very weak.
When you listen to Femi Falana, senior advocate of Nigeria, I was listening to him on Channel TV. I'm going to play that video for you to watch. He was talking about the agreement Nigeria entered with China 5 years ago, which is going to end in July this year. We trade with China directly without using dollar. China is not using dollar. So why do we need dollar? So if you listen to that video, he said we can bypass dollar and trade with our own local currency.
I think to do is to reject the prescriptions of the IMF and the World Bank. Remove fuel subsidy, float your currency, and so on and so forth, which have never assisted any country to develop. Secondly, the government is dancing around the problems. These circulars by the central bank will not address the crisis in the forex market. Two issues that are not being addressed is that there is a group of countries, there are countries in the world today, insisting that we are not going to be tied to the American dollars. We want to trade among ourselves in our currencies. And those countries are in BRICS. Brazil, India, Russia, China, and South Africa. Others are joining them. Saudi Arabia has joined them, UAE, Ethiopia, Egypt, and others. And Nigeria is not there. We cannot be more Catholic than the Pope. If friends of the West are joining BRICS, why are we not there? So that we can trade. Countries, Nigeria and other countries can trade in their currency. We trade in Naira. The second one, in 2018, Nigeria and China enter into a currency swap agreement for 5 years. And I've asked the government, go back to China and say, please, whereas when we signed that swap agreement in 2018, the volume of trade was in the area of $3 billion or thereabout. Last year, we imported goods worth $22 billion from China, even though we only exported goods of over $1.6 billion. Now, we should tell the Chinese, please, we need to increase, because that agreement will expire in July. We need to renew the agreement. We need to renegotiate the agreement.
We must, as a way forward, we have to stabilize our economy by encouraging production, by fixing infrastructure, by fixing power, by getting our refineries working. If our refineries are working, there will be no need to import fuel again into the country. And therefore, that particular bracket of the demand for dollar to import fuel will be reduced, and the naira will gain.
The part that is touching me more is the survivor in this present economy is actually tough. Prices of things are going up day by day. Things that have nothing to do with dollar is going up. So I know in one way or that dollar might affect the thing, and the subsidy removal is affecting so many things. But the instability of price is the major challenge that is giving us no hope of survival. There's a video I watched, from on the social media. There's this part of Kogi State, the Ibaji side and the Ida side.
Yeah.
I was listening to a video where the youth have already made up their mind that the next coming market, they are going to flog or drive some people bringing rice to sell at the high cost.
Okay, at the high cost. Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Because they say this rice is produced in the Baji there. So them in Ida, they cannot afford to buy this rice. So why are they selling it so expensive for them? It's rice that they produce in their own community there, and they are bringing it to the market to sell it at a very high cost. And why are they selling it at a high cost? Because of people coming from Enugu, they are coming to buy the rice to go and sell in Enugu at a very high price. So for that reason, if they bring down rice to the market and they refuse to sell at a very good price for them that they can't afford, they will flog those people from.
They will take laws into their hands.
Yeah, take laws into their hands. Those people coming from the east to buy the rice to go and sell at this thing that is making the rice more expensive for them. They are going to flog them. They will not allow them to enter the market.
That's exactly what I said. That's what I alluded
to. This rice
the middlemen and the profiteering.
Yes, the middlemen are really affecting this.
Exactly, yeah.
So is it not? Is it government that is causing this one? A local rice that is being farmed in the community, and the people in that environment cannot even afford it.
It will worsen things because Nigerians are adjusting prices based on these forex realities. People who have old stock of cement, old stock of consumables, including food items, once they hear that the Naira has further slid in the forex market, in the foreign exchange market, they go to adjust prices. And so these adjustments are really not, they are uncalled for. Some of the adjustments that we are seeing are uncalled for. Even items that have nothing, that are not imported, that do not relate to exchange rates in any way. You see people
jacking the
prices upwards. What Nigerians are concerned about the most is food. People are hungry. Rice, beans, millet, the things that they need to eat to survive. We've got to do something about their prices.
What I have to tell Nigerians, is not what they have not heard before. It's about perseverance. It's about resilience. It's about also doing what you can to help somebody who is falling. Because no matter how bad it is, there are still some people who can even face the situation in the country. So if you know that you have more than your neighbor, please help. Help. It is not easy.
We need to be our brother's keeper. We need to help. This is a very challenging moment we are now. So thank you for being part of this episode. Thank you for watching Issues of the Moment with Pendo. And we'll keep bringing more issues of the moment to you. And then we'll see how Nigeria can be better again. Thank you very much. Bye.